Hello YouTube, Anasa here once again. I am really enjoying making those videos and recording those videos for you. And I have to say that wasn't like that in the past. It was something that I dragged to do it because I would judge myself, because I would just look at my videos and say, oh, nobody's gonna watch this, or simply just going into the nitty-gritty of self-judgment. And within my own personal development and growth, I realized that doing the things that are uncomfortable, and when you are through the most difficult times and discomfort in your life, is when you grow. And this realization that now I enjoy making those videos, and I'm here telling you that I didn't. Comes from a place of authenticity and truth that I want to also express every time that I come to talk to you here in this format of videos. And this past week, I had a great realization into this idea of discomfort, of doing the things that may put you in a situation in which we didn't want to really to be, and doing over and over and over, not only until you feel more comfortable, but that comfort comes from a realization that you had growth throughout that process of being uncomfortable for a little while. So now I can say that I am enjoying very much making those videos. And I want to talk to you and go a little bit deeper into the thoughts that I had this past week. But first, before I get into it, before I get into this whole great conversation with you guys that have brought me so many insights, I like to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying my videos, and or even if this is the first video that you're watching and you wanted to watch new ones. And so just please subscribe, click in the little bell here and subscribe to my channel. It will be a pleasure to have you here more often. So let's get into it, shall we? What I wanted to get back to it is this idea of discomfort, right? How many times in your life did you feel this discomfort? And I can see that us now as a society, we are all in this place, right? There was a pandemic that hit us, and with that, a lot of changes that were imposed into our society, globally speaking, things that we couldn't do anymore that we like to do. So we are all really uncomfortable, sometimes even uncomfortable being in our own skin inside of our own homes. We're almost obligated to get into our own homes, literally within our own bodies, and feeling our emotions. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing. But we had shattered also our routines and our habits, and that became very uncomfortable. So I wanted to touch also on the subject of routine and having discipline on the things that you do, because that often also brings discomfort, right? So coming back into the idea that we are all really uncomfortable, or globally we have been experiencing this discomfort, we can also see how much growth we have gotten in this past year. There are, of course, a lot of things that we look and has a negative energy to it. Are a lot of things that we look that they are not necessarily something that we would prefer. However, from those discomforts is when we are now finding out new things about what we can do. And also we are exploring other things that we never thought we could do, and we're now doing it. Some of us might be experimenting with different professions, different things to do. Other people are just exploring more creative sides of their personality. So this return home, this going within, also helped us to get in touch with what really makes us happy. So again, that it is a discomfort that has come out or brought out some growth to all of us. But in fact, for us to explore this discomfort and growth, sometimes we can make a choice to put ourselves on that situation. And I know that sounds weird, right? To put ourselves into uncomfortable places to grow. But we can do that in a very, very healthy way. So for example, I can use myself as an example because is actually the right thing to do, since I'm the one speaking to you here now. And I can give you some examples. This past year, I decided to completely let go of the yoga classes that I used to teach, the group yoga classes that I used to teach, to devote myself completely to be now doing illuminated quantum healing sessions, doing Amazonian flower essence sessions, and working with mentorship. And this came from this discomfort that I was in last year in the pandemic. Like many of you, I was home and I found myself just already studying those things and already passionate about all of this. But I didn't have the self-confidence and trust to say, I'm going to let go of those classes, even though I love them, to dedicate myself 100% to this other passion that I can see myself being way happier, or not way happier, but being more fulfilled in it. And that discomfort made me have that courage to step in. And not only courage, I was almost forced into it because I was no longer teaching classes anyway in group. So I decided to go full force in it. And when I did, I also found myself with some self-talk and self-sabotage voices saying that wasn't good enough. And the same case goes to the videos on YouTube, the voices that I had in my mind saying that I wasn't good enough to record videos, or nobody would watch, or just simply, again, judging myself, the self-judgment that would come with it. And the same thing happened with my business. As I stepped into it, I was just like, but I'm brand new on this. Who is actually going to do a session with me? So I had to develop within myself this self-confidence. And for that, I had to list first all of the goals that I wanted to achieve and the steps that I need to take in order to get there. For example, those videos are one clear example of the steps that I had to take. I knew that I had to put myself out there. I knew that I had to share with you my energy and my thoughts and my ideas. And for those of you that feel connected and feel that resonate this energy to work with me, you would eventually get to it. So for me, in order to enjoy those videos, I had to every week set a schedule and say, this day is the day that I'm gonna record the video. No matter how I feel, no matter what my thoughts would tell me, I'm gonna continue to do them over and over and over. And guess what? I might not have thousands of followers or a lot of interaction with you guys, but I am doing first for me, first for my dream. And the results are the results that are gonna need to come for me to continue to grow and continue to go in the direction that I need to go. Maybe in the future, I will have thousands of followers, but I'm not doing for this out there solution or out there result. I am doing for the now. And I'm seeing results in so many other ways. I'm seeing it in my self-confidence that is also allowing me to do other things that I didn't like to do towards the business or even towards my own life, my own body, my own mind. So I do have my own rituals now, and I'm very, very happy to have them. And I want to invite you to maybe write down things that you wanted to accomplish and what you are avoiding, what you're not doing it. What are the things that makes you uncomfortable? But you want to set yourself a schedule and do it anyways. Now, this creates the whole idea of routine and discipline. And some of us have this idea that routine and having a schedule are limiting ideas. But what I have found is that they are liberating and they bring you freedom. Freedom to believe in yourself. Freedom to no longer be in this box of thoughts that tells you that you're not good enough. Because every time that you say that you wanted to do something or to accomplish something and you don't do it, you're losing personal power. And when you lose personal power, you're losing even more this access to self-confidence, to be yourself fully. So anyways, I want to invite you once again to create those rituals for yourself. I have shared on my Instagram, on my stories yesterday, some of the rituals that I have now. And like I said in the beginning, all this whole realization came to me last week. It was almost like a download of information. Of course, that we all know the power of routine, or maybe some of us don't, because we have those limiting belief systems that routines are prisons. Let's put it that way. But I almost had the feeling and the sense within my subconscious mind, within my deeper self, that it's necessary for me to have that routine in my life for me to achieve the goals that I wanted to achieve. And that's why I came to share with you. So my routines are pretty simple. If you wanted to check it out on my Instagram, I'm gonna leave right here the link for my Instagram for you to visit me there. And in all my information, anything that you wanted to that you need to know, to contact me, my email, my website, because I love to continue the interaction and continue the conversation with you. I'm truly passionate about growing myself and inspiring others to grow as well throughout the work that I do. So get in touch with me and check it out, what I have been sharing. But I'm just quickly gonna share here my routine. I wake up and I do my meditation. I start with a meditation right away. And from that meditation, I write it down, the things that I'm grateful for. I never take for granted the power of being grateful. And I try to do every single day different things than the day before, because we have so many things to be grateful for, and this forces us to see other things, not the same things every day. I also write it down how I feel physically, emotionally that day. I connect that also to my moon cycle, my menstrual cycle. I already talked to you guys in other videos. I'm also going to leave the link here about the connection with my feminine cycles and how this is important. Men can also do it in their own way. We are beings of rituals, or creatures of habit, but we are also creatures that are always working through cycles in our lives. We have our cycles independently of the sex. So I write it down, the things that I feel about my body, my emotions, and what time of my cycle I am, so I can relate those energies to my cycle as well. And then I go to the gym every single day, no matter how I feel. And of course that I had times in which I broke this routine. I was a bodybuilder as well, and I had that constantly routine, and by then I knew how routine was powerful. But like I said, now I have a whole different perspective, because it's not just about the gym, but about other aspects of my life. So I go to the gym, and then I come back, I prepare my food, so I make sure that I eat healthy and I eat well. And then I prepare my day through looking in my calendar and writing down my to-do list. Other thing that I did not enjoy at all doing in the past, I always avoided. I always gave myself excuses for the reason why I didn't like to do it. So here I am doing all those things and seeing the results, and that's why I wanted to share with you guys. So I hope this video was enlightening for you in some way. I hope this video could bring you some kind of motivation to go out there and create rituals and routines for yourself that are going to allow you to reach your goals. And I hope and wish and pray that all beings become as happy, as fulfilled as they can in this lifetime. And the understanding that we are here to serve others as well. That's why my experience is so important to be shared, and so is yours. So please, let's maintain the connection. Comment here, get in touch with me in any way that you should, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.